Hi y'all, this is Zenzi. It's for the Synchrony Symposium 2023. Socratic Improv number 1. We're talking about the sounds of silence. Yesterday I'm prepping, I asked somebody, what's that attention grabber, that icebreaker, just to, help me select from all my bits. Person goes, I'm channeling silence. The end of my silence. I am a neglected child. I have been autistic without any accommodations. I'm looking for an investor, a Renaissance matron. We're going to talk about, first of all, altered traits. This is the science of meditation. If you're anywhere in the mindfulness meditation world, you know about Richie Davidson and Dan Goldman. And in this book, they talk about Matthew Ricard. In order to get all those monks and to come to Richie's lab at Madison, there was talks amongst the Dalai Lama. There was just culture gaps. And in order to get the brain data to do the neuroimaging of the contemplative arts, they needed the molecular biologist who became a Tibetan monk to do the translation. Well, I am the globe's original consulting quantum physiology philosopher. I just keep making things up. Very creative philosophy. The philosophy of the future. Not the philosophy, let's debate about the past. The philosophy of the world's about to go extinct. What are we doing about it? How are we thinking about it? How do we even think about the trauma we've all lived through? We got the myth of normal here. Gabor Mate, please holler. Y'all help me get to Gabor. I'll do a podcast. He grew up in Nazi Hungary. This is trauma with a capital emphasis. Neglect is something entirely different. And I think once we do the complementarity of Gabor and myself, a child that never got to talk, because my natural hyperlexia was not able to find a conversational partner in my entire community origin. So, went inside, Socratic monologues, am I? Now, I've developed hashtag Socratic Improv. Going to go to stages all across the globe, maybe art galleries. Definitely doing things different. Maybe need some club scenes where we all go and speak our truth about the hurt we've lived through. And how do we fix that? How do we get our small little tribe? So many of us, if we can tell our story to help just one person, we want to do it. Start writing these investment checks. There is a new club scene. Hashtag stand-up philosophy. Hashtag, how do we, those of us who don't need professional help with our trauma, but we need validated, we need a way to express it. Club scene, got it, okay. Moving right along. The reason I'm so good at these things being human functioning, quantum physiology, is because I am the founder, creator, developer, through lived experience and a lot of pro bono thought experimentation, self-biohacking. I've come to be, as far as I know, in the zeitgeist, there are probably people out there, but they're not getting the attention because you're going to call us quacks, and nobody's calling me a quack. Because I'm the She-Einstein of consciousness. We are electric. Okay, there's the science. It's in here why nobody really knows about it and how quickly everything's going to change very quickly. Thank you, Sally 80. Get this book. But we need the wise feminine everywhere to start taking over. We need to dial back all this inhumane dehumanization policies. Plantation capitalism is sending us on a course to self-extinct in approximately 30 years. There is not much time left. From the planet to our own bodies. Ticking time bombs. I know myself. I lost my 40s. I lost nearly 90% of my capacity to walk and talk. Not my ability. my capacity, my electrical capacitance, the impedance in my body from the climate effects of global warming, chemicals, toxicity everywhere. My body has been in pain my entire 54 and a half years. I've been suffering from global warming. Let's talk about this. Everything smells. Everyone's getting sensitive to this, that, and the other thing. This is the mind of an autistic child, the sensitivities. And it's just everywhere, and it keeps going, and it gets worse and worse. And we need a philosophy of autism from somebody who's living in the body. We need somebody who can go and talk to researchers and answer deep questions about the embodied cognition of being in a body that suffers from nervous system attacks daily. Now, the flip side of this is that there's